experiences to a real-world global context. And no matter what you studied, you've gained more than knowledge. You've gained perspective that will catapult your careers, and you've laid the groundwork for a lifetime of growth and success. So I hope you will set your sights high. Set goals for yourselves with the knowledge that you are Trojans, and you have the ability to accomplish extraordinary things. I recently came across the work of Dr. Benjamin Hardy. He's an organizational psychologist who co-wrote the book 10x is easier than 2x, which I bet many of you have already read. He explained that while most of our lives were radically different 10 years ago from where we are today, and everyone, I hope you'll take a moment and think about how different your life was 10 years ago. We still underestimate how much will change over the next 10 years. As a result, the goals we set for ourselves, if we even set them at all, reflect a lack of imagination. They're based on who we are today, with just a modest percentage increase applied, not the people we really could become. They sell our future selves short. And the irony, according to Hardy, is that seemingly realistic goals are actually more difficult to achieve because they don't require us to change. We can be complacent and reach those. But when we strive for the impossible, we know that our existing habits won't cut it. We reevaluate our routines, we develop new strategies, and in the process, we actively raise the potential of what we can achieve. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, especially as I approach 40. In the literary context, because that's what I studied, the great poet Robert Browning wrote, "Ah, but one's reach should exceed their grasp, or what is a heaven for?" The poem insists that it's noble, even necessary, to set outrageous goals for ourselves, beyond our grasp. Ones that are not only improbable, but frankly impossible. We must outstretch our hands far higher than we should in order to achieve the things worth having in life. Later in my freshman year, I attended a gala event as a student worker, and I watched a trustee win an award. I was so impressed with his accomplishments, his transformative work in our community. Much was made of his status as a trustee. And when he spoke, I could hear the depth of his passion for the university. It moved me, and I thought to myself, wow, I want to do that one day. I want to be a USC trustee. The problem, of course, is that we don't just decide to become a trustee. At the time, there had never been an Asian American on the board, let alone an Asian woman. I didn't have enormous wealth or political connections, and even if I managed to overcome my race